enjoyed this week's episode, and please like this video, share with your friends and dock mates, and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us get more viewers like you.
Hey y'all, it's been going good so far. Now I'm gonna turn around here carefully and give you guys a little insight into how we're gonna keep the tank from, like, well, let me back up a little bit. Safe sailboats can roll over and keep you safe. And with this sailboat, it's never been rolled, but certainly could be a possibility in like very rough seas and very high winds, and it could be a possibility. So in order to keep these water tanks from like basically becoming loose missiles inside of the cabin, if we were ever to roll over, we got to make sure that they're strapped down and that they would be nice and secure. So here's the plan for that. What I'm gonna do is, for both tanks, so here's the starboard tank, I'm going to drill through the thickest part here. So this is 3/4 inch ply, this is 3/4 inch ply, and it doubled up back here to give the floor here some strength. So through the thickest part, I'm gonna through bolt, and then from there run a strap from under here across the tank down here to our tank base. And of course the tank base has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bolts holding it down. So I'm gonna have 2 straps, probably one, right around in here where the vertical support is, to give us some extra strength. So that'll be come down and through bolted down here. And then probably one back here next to this other vertical support that'll come over and down and be bolted in right here. So, how are we gonna do that? Well, let me show you. We've got the materials right here behind us. Ta-da! Well, I'm missing the through bolts, but that's fine. So, I just went to Home Depot and picked up this 2-inch wide tow strap with a 5,000 pound max vehicle weight. So that's not the braking strength, that's just like its working strength. I don't even know what the braking strength is. 12,000 pounds. So a 5,000 pound working limit and a 12,000 pound braking strength, that's plenty of strength. This tank will probably weigh, I should do the math. Let me do the math. I'll be right back. Okay, so this tank, with the tank itself and it being full of water, is roughly 470 pounds, give or take a few pounds. And our tow strap is working load limit of 5,000 pounds. So, less than, what is that, 10%? Yeah, less than 10% of the working load limit for that strap. And then we're gonna have 2. Yeah, and I get like length. This is a 15-foot strap, and we're not gonna use all 15 feet per tank, so that's fine. But I think we're well within a working load limit for this material. So I think it's a good idea. If you guys think otherwise, let me know in the comments below. But I think this is gonna work. So in order to get it to work, let's go through what that's gonna look like. So the first thing we're gonna do with our tow strap is cut this off. We don't need this here. So I'm gonna just cut it off probably right where the stitching ends, because I do want to save that stitching, and well, there's a reason for that. So I'm going to use this heat gun. If you ever have been shopping for these, and you'll come across one for sale at Sailboat, which is like the name brand sewing place and fabric place and sewing machine place, but this one was like, it looks basically identical except for color and like the stickers and stuff to the Sailboat one, and this is just a cheapy Amazon one, and honestly it's been a workhorse. It's been really, really good for us. So you just hold it down and then just wait for that to heat up. I'm just gonna not burn myself and nip this off about right here. You're only supposed to use it at 30-second bursts. Oh, 15-second bursts only. So that's kind of a downside. But I do think I don't know if the Sailboat one has that limitation. Alright, let's do it again. I'm gonna open the hatch. This is pretty brutal. Okay, that's better. Alright, so, and then this is just galvanized junk. We're not gonna keep that for anything. Alright, so let's take off the last of it. Okay, so that piece will just be trash. But I did want to save this piece for that's nice and stitched, because I'm going to through bolt through that, and that's really, really sturdy. In fact, I might even be able to fold it over. Yeah, and kind of through bolt there. That's probably the best way to go about it. Two through bolts and some washers. That'll be great. All right, that's step one. Let's go ahead and show you how this is going to be set up on the tank. All right, here's the strap mock-up. You guys, I've been dreaming about this in my, like, before I fall asleep at night. I've just been like constantly going over my head, like, how's this strap gonna work? How will I like secure it? How am I gonna clamp it? And I just dream about like building this out in my head, and that helps me fall asleep. That's so dumb. But hey, I mean, when you've got this much boat work, I better like it. So let's take a look at the solution here. So what we've got is obviously the strap that we just cut off is here, and then using some 1/2" HD PE, I made just 4 of these blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will go here and sandwich down over the end of our strap here, and then without it falling into the bilge, we'll just rest it there. We'll through bolt on either side, and then probably do another like bigger bolt right in the middle to hold the strap, and then those will also do a compression fit. So these then are going to do two things for us. One, they're holding the strap in place because they'll be like that. But then two, they'll bump up against the edge of the tank, which we want. So it's going to keep the tank from sliding this way because of the fact that these blocks are there. So they squeeze and hold our strap, and they make a nice chalk or block or cribbing, I'm not sure of the right word, to hold our tank there. And so like I said, we'll have one on that side and then two more probably like right around in there. And so then the strap comes up and it goes through this guy. It's a corner protector, because I didn't want the strap to be riding directly onto the tank. So I have this corner protector here so that when we cinch this down, it'll protect the corner. I will have to lop off these like ears here because there's not enough room for the floor to fit with that there. So these will just be cut off. No big deal. Just plastic. So the strap runs through that. It spreads the load across our tank, and it won't give us a chafe. And in fact, if we're worried about chafe, I can even probably put some rubber or something under there to further protect it. And then the strap will run along here and be up and through bolted through the thickest part of the floor right back here. So I'll have to cut that to length and everything. So yeah, that's the plan. It feels good to get to this stage, and I'm going to continue working on this, and I'll give you some updates as we go. Let's keep going.